All right. Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. So my name is Erin Young. If we haven't met yet, I've been a coach for almost 10 years. And one of the things that has been really pivotal for me in a successful week in my business is actually sitting down on a Sunday and planning out my business. And not only that, like taking it to the next level, like not just like planning my business hours, but also planning my social media and putting some thought into that because I don't like waking up on a Monday morning then trying to figure things out. So today we're going to figure everything out for the week and we're going to set ourselves up for success. We're also going to do some invites and follow-ups as well. So it's going to be super productive. And I hope that it is for you all. Please use the chat, you guys, as much as you want, asking questions and whatnot. I will always be dropping scripts and all kinds of great stuff in the chat. So pay attention to the chat and you all can kind of jump into that as well. I like to start my power hours with a little bit of a focus and a little bit of, I don't know, just some coaching and some mentoring for you all as well, because I think it helps to get us in the right place. And something that I've been really passionate about and talking about with all of my coaches and our coach pods and threads and whatnot is this concept of 100% commitment. And this is something that my coach has shared a lot with me. My business coach has shared a lot with me and was something that she taught at a training that we had last weekend. And it was one of those very, very simple concepts that really just hit me upside the head and was like, oh my gosh, it's that simple. And it's also been the secret to my success. And I was a teacher for 14 years, built my business while working full time. And our team, while I was working full time, I worked really, really hard for 2 years. And during that 2-year time span, I was making way more than I was as a teacher. We'd also built ourselves to a 6-star diamond elite team and was able to easily say, see you later teaching, let's go do this full time. And so obviously it took a ton of work, but it took this concept of 100% commitment. And what really, really kind of allowed me to put my head down and really commit to that goal. And my goal was that eventually over time, I was like, all right, let's go for this. Okay. Was because I was fighting to be a bus stop mom. That's my story. I was fighting to be a bus stop mom. I wanted to be at the bus stop on my son's first day of kindergarten. And I wanted to make sure that I made him breakfast and I didn't put him in before school care and someone else made his breakfast and someone else was putting him on a school bus and taking him to school and all those things. I just decided I'm going to be the mom that does that. And I wanted that. And I was 100% committed to that. It helped me to be committed to my business because I had a reason to commit to it. And it was something I could not say no to. I'm not telling you to go find your why or to, find something like that really makes you want to go crazy hard in this business. But that commitment that I had to my business actually became a habit to me. And now I'm just 100% committed to my business. And let me kind of tell you the difference between the two and where I want you to kind of think about it this week and how it might apply to you. And I'm going to soon ask you what your goals are for your week in the business, what you want to accomplish this week in your business. How many people do you want to have sign up this week? How many new coaches do you want, or coach potentials do you want to share the Beachbody business opportunity with? And when we say those numbers or we write those goals down, I want you to literally have this 100% commitment behind it. And here's what I mean by that, because the opposite of commitment is wanting. So if I said, I want to be a bus stop mom versus I'm committed to be a bus stop mom. I want to make enough money to pay off our debt with my Beachbody business versus I'm committed to make enough money to pay off our debt with my Beachbody business. I want to help 3 people this week. I'm committed to help 3 people this week. I mean, I'm sure immediately, like, do you see the difference between the two, right? It's pretty obvious. And so the very tangible differences between commitment versus want is that if we are truly committed and showing up with 100% commitment to our goals, to our business, to ourselves, we are getting uncomfortable. We're taking action. we're doing it until we hit the goal. It might take longer than a week to help 3 people start their journey. It's okay. We're committed to help 3 people. We are committed. Like, no matter what, we're going to do that in our business. And I would love for it to happen this week. But if it doesn't happen this week, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up. Right. But if I say I want to, wanting is passive. Wanting requires nothing of you. It requires no action. It requires no uncomfortable conversations, no uncomfortable moments, nothing. Wanting requires nothing. I want to lose 10 pounds. Okay, cool. Versus I'm committed to lose 10 pounds, right? Commitment requires work. It requires maybe some trade-offs in there this week, because if we get to Friday and we're like, I've helped 2 people, I'm committed to help 3. Maybe on Friday there's a trade-off happening. Maybe you're not going to lunch with people, or somebody invited you to brunch and you're like, I haven't hit my goal yet, so I'm going to have to push that back. Sorry, let's try it next week. I'm committed to hit my goal this week. I'm going to use that hour and a half that I was going to go to brunch, and I'm going to work instead, right? Commitment is doing it until you hit the goal. It's doing it until you hit the goal. And so I want you to kind of bring that awareness of commitment versus want to your business this week, and maybe even allow it to give you a gut check and the results that you do want to happen, right? The results you're working towards. Are you wanting, or are you committed to them? And so, let's move forward. Let's keep going here. So we're going to get started here, just kind of getting our heads continuing in the right place for our power hour. After we say these mantras, affirmations, belief statements, we're going to jump into looking at some of our goals for the week. Okay. So I like to say these every day, multiple times a day. I have to get my head in the right place constantly while I'm working, and also just living life, because sometimes it's tough these days. I'm proud of myself for showing up this morning. Say that to yourself. I'm proud of myself for showing up this morning. I know it's hard. Okay. Like there were things that had to happen to make you get here in front of your computer today. Be proud of yourself. Okay. I deserve this time for my business. I know I was made to help others. I am exactly where I am supposed to be right now. I have everything I need. It's about her, my ideal client. What does she need to hear from me today? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do the hard things, the scary things. I was given gifts that change people's lives. Use them today. And I like to remind myself that, because I'm like, I can't imagine where we would be today without this. And I don't want to imagine it. And it is a gift that we want to share with other people. I have coaches on my team that are scared to send invites because they feel salesy, right? And they feel like they have an agenda when they connect or when they reach out to people. And the truth is we do have an agenda. And our agenda will be eventually selling them a product. But the agenda is to maybe potentially save someone's life, or save someone's marriage, or save someone's financial situation. And if I have something that I know can change someone's life, I need to share it with people bravely and boldly. And that's what we're preparing to do. Okay. So one of the next things that I would love us to do, and I'm probably going to kind of add on time here, because I really want this to be thoughtful. And so we might do this for 10 minutes versus just 5 minutes. So don't worry about that. If you're like, oh my gosh, I have to get all this done right now. So thinking about your commitment this week. Okay. I really need to change these words right now, because I created this slide like a few weeks ago. So let's just say results I'm committed to. Let's change all of our vocabulary starting this week. Okay. And starting right now, results I'm committed to this month. You may have already created your goals for the month. Okay. Results you're committed to this week. And then thinking about who our ideal client is that we're talking to and how we're going to show up. So on your planner or on a piece of paper, I want you to take some time to remind yourself, if you've already done this, the results you're committed to in your business this month. Okay. Or the results that you're committed to for yourself. Like maybe you really keep saying every week, I'm really going to jump into that 2B mindset. I'm really going to jump into that 2B mindset. Maybe this is the week you're committed to it. Okay. Maybe this is the month, right now. I mean, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. It's the perfect day to show yourself ultimate love tomorrow. So results you're committed to this month in your business, in your personal life, your personal growth, etc. Then think about the results that you're committed to this week. We're coming at the middle of the month. And so kind of it's a good time to check in and see where you are versus where you want to be. Right. And that's why we start with our monthly results that we're looking for. Like maybe we really had a goal that we were going to help 10 people this month, and maybe we're still at SC0. It doesn't mean take away, remove that goal, lessen that goal. It means, okay, then this week I've got to do some things differently, right? Or show up a little bit differently. And then when we get to our ideal client, I want you to be so clear on who you're talking to this week on your social media, who you're inviting, who your dream teammates are. It says that it's changed my earpods. My earpods aren't in. Let's just do a little, okay. Can you hear me okay, guys? Okay, I don't know why that happened. That's so weird. So your ideal client this month, I like to really I like to think about somebody that I'm talking to right now, or somebody that maybe said no to me. And I really like to think about what she's going through right now and what she's feeling every single day when she wakes up, and maybe the limiting beliefs that are in her head. Right now, I have this feeling that so many people are comparing themselves to us in a negative way. Okay. Like I do think that there was a point in time where people would look at us like working out, drinking our shake, and being part of this community. And I think they thought, wow, I want that too. And I do think that people are in such a place, right? Because life is so freaking hard that they look at us and they're like, I can't do what she's doing because she looks like she has all of her shit together and she's got it all figured out. And I am so far from that. And so to me lately, I've really been thinking about that with the people that are giving me objections, or the people that are kind of like, with filling out the share cart. I'm like, look, I get it. It's hard to imagine yourself actually following through with this, right? Because every day is so nuts. You never know what's going to happen. But I want you to know I've got your back, right? Like I know that she's thinking like, I have no clue how I'm ever going to get a workout in because my life is insane, right? And so I really like to step into her head because it really helps me know what to say in an invite, and know what to say in follow-ups, and know how to respond to her objections, because I'm understanding her right now. And I try to do that every week. And then the last thing is to ask yourself how you want to show up this week. Maybe what commitment looks like to you this week. Okay. So I'm going to be quiet here, and we've got 5 more minutes for you to just write and brainstorm of your commitments this month, this week, really diving into the head of your ideal client, and then how you're wanting to show up this week. And then I'll ask you all to share some of that in the chat too. Okay.
Okay, so hopefully you've got some good stuff written down. Now, just in the chat really quick, I mean, will you drop some of this in? Let's start with what you're committed to this week. Like, what are you freaking committed to this week? All right. Instead of saying, I really want to be able to work, my business a little more, like, I'm committed to do this. Like, what's it going to look like for you? What are you committed to this week? Share some of that in the chat box. Okay. Jennifer's committed to Success Club 10. Yes, girl. Let's do that. Let's make it happen. Right. And so be really clear about what that looks like, and especially how you'll be showing up this week, right, to hit SC10. Kaylin said her client is just getting by right now, maybe confused and feels selfish for buying a total solution pack with the fear of not being committed to it in the back of her mind. Awesome. I love that. I think a lot of people feel that way. Like, how can I spend this money on myself if I don't think or know or believe in myself right now? So knowing that is something you can speak to and speak to them about. I love that. Okay, let's see. Jen, I'm committed to helping 4 more people heading SC10. Ashley, committed to helping 2 of my coaches rank advanced. Boom. Ashley's going to diamond. April, committed to SC5. Nat, SC10, onboarding 2 more by Tuesday, total 5. That's amazing. Awesome. Cynthia, committed to SC6. Wendy, committed to 2 action hours each day, getting to SC6 this week, SC10 by the end of the month. Boom. Mac, committed to increasing my funnel by not just posting sweaty selfies. I love that. Michaela, committed to SE5. Awesome. Awesome. Committed to signing up too. See, that's awesome. Okay. So now when you know what you're committed to, do you see how it changes the way you feel about your work? Like, it feels more intentional, right? And so make sure you've got that, like, and remind yourself of this all week, like what you are committed to. Nancy committed to signing up 2 people. That's amazing. I love seeing you guys talk about, I feel like there's like hints of like onboarding some coaches in there. Challenge yourself to invite people to learn about being a coach with you this week. Okay. Like, instead of just sharing the total solution pack with people, really encourage you, to commit to talking about coaching, sharing coaching with a few people. And I want to throw this out there too. It's really helping me convert people to coaches by getting them on the phone. So I don't know if you've ever thought about that, if it scares you to death, but that's really working for me. One of my goals or my commitments each week to myself is that I talk to at least 2 people on the phone about coaching, and I learn more about them. I hear more about them, and it allows me to really connect coaching to where they're coming from and what they need, and help them see, and I'm able to help them see the vision of how I will help them be a coach, right? And how I'll be there for them. So it really helps me to make a commitment to schedule a couple calls during the week too. So I want to throw that out there because that's really something that is working for me too. So stretching yourself a little bit in that way. Okay. So we know how we're going to show up. We know what we're committed to. That's awesome. Okay. So let's keep moving forward here. So let's kind of break things up a little bit. And we're going to jump on our stories and get some action going on our stories. I am really challenging my team, my coaches, myself to just really dive more into sharing and talking about coaching, because I think that's the biggest game changer. I think our results are better. I think that our personal growth goes through the roof. I think our accountability is greater. And I think that just life is better when we're a coach. And so I want to challenge you all today to jump on your stories. We're going to spend 5 minutes doing this, where we are coming from a place of gratitude. Okay, not just what is coaching, a place of explanation, but gratitude, a place of gratitude for coaching. And I want you to share your gratitude for coaching. And some talking points might be, what are you doing right now? Okay, why you started this whole thing in the first place, and how it's blessing your life right now. And then maybe you just drop a question sticker that says, what are you grateful for this morning? Right? We're coming from a place of gratitude. We're here gathering with coaches. We're, being poured into, right, together. And you're grateful for that, right? I know you are. You wouldn't be here, right? You find value in this. But then it would be cool then to be like, I can't even believe I'm here today because I started coaching in the first place just to get my products covered, or whatever you want to say, right? I didn't even know if I'd be able to help one person, right? But here I am, and I'm building my business on a Sunday and planning it. And this is how coaching is blessing my life. So let's start with that. You don't have to talk about that. You can talk about whatever you want, but I think this is something good that plants seeds for your week ahead, and maybe potentially some people to reach out to and talk to about coaching, or see if they want to jump on a call this week and talk to you about coaching. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to set the timer for 5 and we're going to get started. Okay, it looks like those of you that I can see your faces that you're done talking into your phone. And so sorry, April, I just saw your message. So, but I think you got it figured out. So sorry about that. All right, let's keep moving forward. Let's do this. Okay, so we're back to our calendars now. And what we want to do is we want to schedule out our business week for our Beachbody business. On your calendar, you want to write in your workout time, your time that we are committed to, not that we're going to snooze through. Our power hours are our power pockets where we're going to show up in our business this week. These power hours that are led with the same Zoom number and same password are Eastern Standard Times are 9, 1, and 9, 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 9 p.m. That's all Eastern time. So also, Pacific times, Central times, all that kind of stuff. So that's when these are led. These are really awesome to jump on. I think it's great accountability. I always learn something new, and it always pushes me to do something that maybe I wouldn't have done had I not jumped on. So it's a really good idea to maybe try to align your power hours with these power hours. And then also any calls or trainings that you have this week that you need to jump on, okay, that you want to make a commitment to be on those. All right, making commitments also means that maybe what we're planning this week in our business, for a lot of you guys, like Beachbody is something that is extra, right? You have a job, you have a career, you have lots and lots of responsibilities, and you also have your Beachbody business. It's an and thing, right? And so a lot of times your commitment to your business this week might need to be shared with people in your house or with your support system or with a spouse or a partner. It helps me every single week to be like, hey, babe, these are the nights I have calls, or this is when I need to work this week or whatnot, because it gets everybody on the same page. And then when you're like, oh, sorry, I'm going to go jump on this call, like everybody already knows about it ahead of time. So I would think about that, because when we're committed to our business, it's also a priority. Okay. Like if you are committed to your results this week, also it means that what you're writing down here is actually a priority in your day as well. It's not if it happens, it happens. If I get to it, I get to it. It's actually like it's gonna happen. Okay. And for me, it took me a long time to realize like I needed to say to my husband, say, hey, there's a team call, or there's this, or there's that. I'm going to need your help tonight, and not ask for permission, because this is something this is a commitment that I've made, and I follow through with my commitments. Okay. Workout time. If a kid wakes up early and it's workout time, I'm going to need some backup, right? Communicate the things that you need to be able to follow through with your commitments this week. Okay. So think about that as you're writing that down. Okay, we're scheduled. We got it. Okay, I'm just going to stop the screen share because I'm going to grab some ideas here. All right, we're talking our social media for the week. And I have so much fun doing this for you guys. So I hope that you like this too. Okay. I took some time yesterday to come up with some social media ideas for the week for us. I'm going to copy them, put them in the chat, and then I'll walk you through them just a minute. Okay. So first of all, I want to say this while I'm trying to figure this out, like trying to get, okay, because I know it's too much to put it all in at once. Okay. So number one, I'm a firm believer that you do not have to show up every single day and do a reel every single day, okay? Or even have this monumental earth-shattering post every single day on social media. You don't have to do it, okay? So don't stress yourself out by looking at all of this. These are just fun ideas that might give you some inspo during the week, okay? So let's just look in the chat really quickly and we'll look at it through the chat. And then those of you watching the recording, you're just gonna have to hopefully find a friend, phone a friend that can give this to you, okay? All right, so Monday, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So I'm really focused on self-love at this time, okay? Because we don't need someone else to love us to celebrate Valentine's Day. We need to love ourselves. And so there's a really fun reel example here where it's all of these audios are trending, meaning if we use them, they would boost up your reel in the algorithm. And if you click on the link, it takes you to an example of someone using this audio. So you'll get an idea. This would be a great way to like grab images of you showing yourself self-love, maybe your workout, maybe your shake, maybe reading a book, maybe whatever, right? And you make a little collage of how you show yourself self-love, and that could be fun. Tuesday is Transformation Tuesday, then versus now. This is an idea. You'll never believe what I used to say to myself then, right? Versus now, how I feel about myself now, what I say to myself now. So think about like the biggest change that you've had in terms of your mindset, your self-love, your acceptance of yourself that you've experienced in starting your journey. Bonus would be gathering the same content from some of your coaches or clients and adding that in too, right? Jennifer says this, right? McKaylin says this, like that would be kind of cool to add on to that because then you have a little more social proof that it's not just you doing it. There's cool audio to go with it. Wednesday, bust a myth that people have about becoming a coach or drinking a shake or home workouts, maybe some objection that you're hearing from people. I go to the gym, right? Bust a myth that you have to go to the gym to get awesome results, right? Or that a shake is kind of dumb, or right? I keep hearing from people, I eat my food, I don't drink it. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's just talk about that, okay? Thursday is actually National Random Acts of Kindness Day. You could go have fun with that, do something cool with that. You could capture yourself doing a random act of kindness, right? And share it and pay it forward, challenge people to pay it forward. Friday, share a celebration in your business or on your team. And that's just the audio that I grabbed is like, PS, like, I don't think any of these reels are you lip syncing anything. Like I always stress out about those. I like the ones where I can just be myself. All right. So share a celebration. So think about so if you know these ideas ahead of time, what you could do is think about gathering celebrations, gathering wins. Thursday is payday, right? In our business, if there's something you want to share, right? Or a teammate made their first paycheck or somebody rank advanced or whatever, you could share that in a real form on Friday. Then what else do we have? Saturday's kind of like, I feel like Saturday's a day for you to be like totally just like yourself. I think Thursday and Saturday are just like maybe personal, just fun, funny, be yourself kind of reels, nothing about coaching, more of what I call the connective tissue, right? Like people will watch it and be like, oh, I totally get her. We're totally the same, right? And it'll encourage them to maybe continue watching your stories and continue following you on social media. Like Saturdays, you're my kind of mom if, or you're my kind of girl if, or you're my kind of person if, whatever. You eat your kids' leftover soggy cereal, or you do a Target run on the way to the birthday party and wrap the toy in the car. You lock yourself in your bedroom for 30 minutes just to get some alone time, right? Anybody, right? Like something people can relate to you with. And then the last one is an opportunity to on Sunday, because I think Sundays are great days for call to action posts, talking about coaching in your challenge group, is flipping this script on side hustles. So people think about side hustles like this, but this is really what it is. So you can take that any way you want to. But that's kind of the vibe that I'm going to take with it on Sunday. But these are just, oh, April said, I used to say that, but it came from doing Weight Watchers where drinks counted. I think that's why I said that too. I said that exact same thing, right, April, about drinking. I want to eat my food versus drink it. I totally am with you on that. So anyway, these are just some ideas for you for the week. You have them. So copy paste them, put them on a Word document or in notes on your phone or your whatever, wherever you can get to them later. And then that way, what you want to do, oh, that's so funny, Jennifer. My roommate was huge into Weight Watchers and I kind of learned from her, but I never like joined or went to meetings or anything, but I kind of followed along with her. Yeah, she was always counting points. She still hasn't joined Beachbody either, which is very interesting. There's still people that haven't said yes to me, right? Okay, April, that's so funny. Okay, you guys. So there's some ideas. Hopefully that's good for you. Again, don't stress yourself out. Like it's your mindset towards social media. It's like, let's just have fun and be excited about this and try things. The key to success on social is taking messy action, like messy action, like doing it. And not like worrying about how many likes or comments or follows or whatever. It's just doing it. And you learn by doing. And also I had a coach that she kept saying, I'm not good at reels. I'm not good at reels. And I'm like, well, you're never going to be like good at reels if you keep saying that. But what if we like changed our belief to, I'm going to try to have fun with reels this week, right? I'm going to try to have fun this week with this and try to learn something about it. And it will actually like probably be fun. So your mindset towards that is everything. All right. Okay. Do I have these ideas on a slide? I don't have them on a slide because it would have been about this big because it's too much. So copy paste them, put them on something. And then because getting the a screenshot would not allow you to get the link for the reels to take you there as well. Okay. So I don't have them on a slide. Sorry. All right, so we're going to go back to I'm going to the next slide. We're actually going to write our post for tonight. Okay, so I'm actually going to put that in the chat and then I will pull up. Well, no, I don't think I have it in the chat. Hold on. Let's do this way. Okay. All right, so this is our post for tonight. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this and put it in the slide. So this is a coaching or a challenge group call to action. And let me just walk you through this really quickly. If I can get it copied. Something that I feel like relates to a lot of my clients and a lot of people is this idea of a Sunday of being like Sunday scaries. Right? Like Sunday, you get super stressed out about the week ahead. Okay, so the post is in the chat for you guys, and it's also on the slide in this case because there's room for it. Okay, so going back to presentation mode here, you dread Mondays. Sundays are kind of like depressing because you're like, crap, the weekend's over, and you dread Monday because it's nuts, right? And you're going to a job that maybe stinks or whatever, and maybe some of you still are, but you actually have something really positive in your life that helps you wake up with enthusiasm and excitement. I know that was the case for me. I was waking up going to work every day, but I was doing it with way more positive energy because I was a coach and I had challenge groups and I was excited to show up for my coaching business, and it helped me deal with the parts of my job I didn't like. So my Sunday scaries kind of like became not as much of a big deal as they were before. So that's this concept of where the post is coming from. No Sunday scaries here. Or be honest and say way less Sunday scaries now or something like that. You want to know why? This week I get to. And this is where you fill in 3 things that are going to make your week really fun and awesome. And make sure, and you don't have to all be coaching related, right? Tomorrow you have date night or whatever, right? Maybe you're going to do something fun with your family, but maybe 1 or 2 of them you are going to share about coaching or something that's client related that you're looking forward to this week. Why is this week going to be a good week for you? Share below. And you have 1 call to action. But in this case, I want to drop a second call to action as a PS. PS, Okay. People read PSs, by the way. They're really great in emails and everything. I always read it. If somebody says PS, I read it. So let's do a PS. And I've got two options for you. Number one is inviting to your challenge group. Option number two is inviting to your like new coach mentorship or inviting to coaching. This is what I'm inviting to this week. Okay. So CTA option one, PS, a few spots are open for a fresh start in my Project U virtual fit club. That's my boot camp. If you're feeling stuck and ready to get out of your rut and start feeling energized and alive again, drop your favorite emoji below and I will send info your way. Okay. Or the second one, you choose one or the other. This is the final week to apply for my Project U mentorship. I will help you get life-changing results on your journey as you learn how to build your online wellness business at the same time. Keywords. Drop your favorite emoji below right now to get on my wait list and info this week. Okay, so that's our post. That's what we're going to craft. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes actually to go off on the side, start writing this up either on your phone. You could start writing it up in the notes on your phone, you could whatever. And then we are going to set a reminder on our phone to come back to this about 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight, finish it up, get it posted. This is something you can post with a photo of you like right now. Okay, working while you're excited for the week ahead. It could be a reel that you create that's just kind of fun, right? It could be anything, but a photo of you would be awesome. A reel of you would be awesome about what you're looking forward to in the week ahead. This is a really good one to do with a reel or just a still image, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to mute myself and we're going to get to work. All right, team, we've got 5 minutes left, so let's make it count. Okay, so go ahead and maybe I've got an ongoing Sunday night reminder on my phone at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday night. And it's finish your post and post it kind of reminder. And so if you don't have that kind of reminder, if you don't have that kind of reminder on your phone, go ahead and do that for tonight, so that you remember to post that. Because I think posting it right now may not be as meaningful or impactful, and you may not be done yet. So we want to just kind of leave it where it is, and we're moving on to the next thing. Okay. So we're going to spend the next 5 minutes inviting before we call it a day, call it a morning, and move on with our day. And these are 3 different examples that are working for me in different ways. Okay. The first one is kind of a longer one where I'm going to probably personalize it a little bit more, but it's me just noticing someone that's been watching my stories when I'm talking about my fit clubs or boot camps or coaching, or watching my workouts in my workout videos that I'm posting. So I'm asking her if she definitely wants to, I'm letting her know that invite's always open. Thanks for supporting me. Is this something that you would consider? Can I send information over to you today? The second one below it is just, thanks for watching my stories. I have a new boot camp starting tomorrow. Want to snag a spot on the wait list? Like, super just straightforward to the point. I send that to people who literally have been watching me for years. And I'm just like, come on, are you ready yet? Right. And I've probably invited them a few times too. And then the third one is not really an invite. It's more of a connection that opens up a conversation. And this is maybe someone you've never invited before, and maybe you have never even talked to yet. Like, this is somebody that you're like, if I invited them, this is the first message I'm sending them, and that might be kind of weird. So what I do instead is I say, thank you so much for supporting me. You have no idea how much it means to me. Sometimes it's hard to put yourself out there, but how can I not share this, you know? And so normally that opens up a conversation, and somebody says, wow, like, you're so inspiring. I don't know how you do it. I wish I had your drive or your commitment or whatever, right? And it opens up a conversation where you can continue talking and then lead to an invite maybe a day or two later. Okay. So maybe grab a screenshot of these. I'll put them in the chat box, but let's get going, and let's try to send a few messages right now before the end of our time. Okay. Okay, it's that time. Time flies when you're having fun. Brooke, you're so welcome. I'm glad it's been productive for you. All right, let's grab a quick photo before we jump off here. You guys can grab one at the same time, so you have one to share on your social media. And I'm going to pull it up on my phone. Okay, let's do a boomerang. So unmute your videos if you would, please. Okay, Nancy, glad it was, oh, good. I'm glad this was good for you guys. Okay, so we're just gonna do a boomerang. So you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna do anything crazy because when I do, my whole body moves and the boomerang looks crazy. So I'll probably just wait. Okay, so get your phones ready if you wanna do the same or take a photo at the same time. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Awesome job, you guys. Thanks for being on this morning. Have a great day with your family and your friends. I'll see you later.